7 months ago, I should have died, or I should have been crippled in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. You see, I had a tragic car accident that left my body broken and in pain. But now my spirit that wasn't broken, it's alive and well today. And what we got through these past several months wasn't just superfoods, all the carbs I talk about from heaven that I routinely talk about on my podcast and on posts every day. Here's what kept me alive and hopeful: living one moment at a time, enjoying, cherishing each moment because I'm blessed to be alive. So, right now, I'm going to share with you, I'm going to show you the power of being present in the moment so you can transform your pain into purpose and your worry into wellness. Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Sosik, bringing you hope and practical natural cures to help you say goodbye to illness and hello to wellness. Let me ask you something right now. When was the last time you really felt you were living in the moment? I mean, really able to sit down long enough to take a deep breath, relax, without any distractions, without your mind racing from one thought to the next? While you were maybe sipping on a cup of coffee in the morning or your favorite drink, like maybe a glass of carrot juice or a smoothie. Or maybe you were just sitting in the warmth of the sun on your skin, but you did it without your mind racing. That's really a task for a lot of people to do. Today, I want to focus on a simple yet powerful truth. You see, the only moment any of us is guaranteed is the one that we're living in right now. So let's talk about how to be here now, be in the moment, being present right here, right now, to radically transform your health, help you to have a peace of mind and even a greater purpose. Now, no doubt, we're all wrapped up in a world that's spinning around in a whirlwind with a job or with a family and all the responsibilities that go with all these things. And it's really easy to miss life without chasing these things. But it really is important to remember that every one of those things is very special, and it's incredibly important to every one of us to have these things in our lives. But don't miss the moment. And I want you to understand something that's very important. I want you to realize your health doesn't only come from the food that's on your plate or the supplements that's in your cupboard, or no matter how much you exercise. All these things are important, but your health also comes from your mindset. And just like I teach my patients to feed their bodies with whole foods, real foods, especially carbs from heaven, I also teach them to feed their mind and to feed their body and their mind and their spirit with being present in the moment, embracing the blessings and working through the challenges with the intention to keep making things better. Always, always remember, focus on the blessings of the moment, not what you don't have, but what you do have. Now, living in the moment doesn't mean abandoning your goals or ignoring your past or present challenges. It means that you need to learn from the past, planning for the future, and focusing on how to live with what I call an attitude of gratitude. Now, let me share a story with you that I kind of talked about a few minutes ago. About 7 months ago, I had a major personal setback. I was in a car accident, a bad car accident. My car was totaled, and by all means, I should be dead or in a wheelchair right now. Now, before the accident, I was able to play full court basketball with college students 3 days a week and working out with weights in a gym and compete in sprint triathlons. My friends, I felt like and moved like I was in my late 20s or early 30s, all at the young age of 76. I just turned 76. Now, although I'm bouncing back right now and recovering physically, I'm not anywhere near as where I was, but I am where I'm supposed to be right now in this moment, alive and thankful. See, I could have become bitter because of the unfortunate circumstance, but I decided to become better. And you know what? That unfortunate life experience that happened to me was a gift in disguise. I had a choice at that time when that happened to let the limitations and pain I was going through to define my life from the future, but I decided to grow from it. I chose to grow and become better instead of carrying frustration and disappointment and discouragement. I asked myself, What lesson can I take from this? I became more humble as a result of the accident. And now I know how it is to be in pain, what could have happened in a person's life that brought them to where they're at in their current life experience. Maybe the poor health that they're in or their current health status. So my setback, my accident became a setup for something far greater in my life than I ever realized, a chance to grow and become better. So if you're going through something hard right now, you can bounce back. You can rise above it all and become stronger, wiser, and healthier and more resilient as a result of your difficult experience. But you have to leave the emotional baggage behind. Don't carry the frustration forward. Carry the lesson. Now, here's another reality. Some of us, and I include myself, have a real hard time saying no. We think we can do it all, take on new projects, and still say yes to every other request and meet everybody else's needs. But my friends, remember this: even God rested on the seventh day, and Jesus Himself took time to get away from the crowds and to be still, to renew and refresh Himself. And you need to do the same. You weren't created to run constantly 24/7. So if you're regularly overextending yourself, not only will you burn out your mind, you'll burn out your entire body. And your body's going to speak back with fatigue and digestive problems and anxiety. And eventually, chronic disease will set in. All these signs that you experience as you don't get rid of these are all warning signs that your engine's overheating. You need to realize saying no doesn't make you weak or selfish or less accomplished. It makes you wiser. It preserves your energy so you can say a powerful yes to the things that matter the most. Now, we all have days where we end up being discouraged. Maybe we feel like we didn't finish our to do list, or we didn't get enough exercise in for that day, or we fell short of our goals to eat healthier, or maybe we skipped taking our supplements. And now the voice of guilt shows up. Well, let me remind you to stop that voice right now. It's only going to destroy you, it's only going to hurt you. Don't be disappointed. Be grateful. You're blessed with breath in your lungs, food on your table, and the chance to try again tomorrow. Tomorrow is new every single morning, and so are your opportunities. And as I tell everybody, there's always another day to accomplish the goals you didn't finish today. So take the pressure off yourself. Celebrate what went right in your life today. Maybe you laughed with your children. Maybe you drank more water than yesterday. Maybe you didn't eat the sugar filled refined carbs today that you were eating yesterday. Maybe you simply chose to show up and try your best today. That counts, my friend. Well, let me leave you with this thought: every single moment is sacred. Don't waste it worrying about the past or obsessing with the future. Breathe, be present, be grateful. Whether you're recovering from a setback like I had, or learning to say no, or simply catching your breath after a long day, remember this: the present moment is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. So unwrap it, cherish it, enjoy it, and let that be the medicine for your body, your mind, and your spirit that you need today. Now, if this message resonated with you, I would appreciate it if you would share it with someone that you love. Pass it along to someone who needs some encouragement. Let's help other people, more people, to step into a lifestyle, enjoying every single moment, being at peace and not falling into the trap of discouraging words or thoughts or actions. Now, I also encourage you to join my Gut 911 prescription community, to be around people just like you who are trying to support each other, to help each other to grow independently healthy, and to gain knowledge and experience and the blessings of the things that I've learned over the last 50 years about natural health and all of the resources that I provide in that community. So, my friend, let's say goodbye to illness and hello to wellness together. Until next time, here's to your health.